Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our first guest is known around the world for her botanical designs, creating works of art from things found in nature. Here to show us how to make a lasting display from things that we can forage outside, we welcome back the author of Wonder of the Woodlands, Portland's own Françoise Weeks. Good to have you with us again.
Nice to see you again.
Okay, so we have a whole table full of really fun things that were found in nature.
Yeah.
And you had me pick up things in my backyard, and I had a ton of these that if you'd like any more, I'd be happy to get them for you. So these guys, and then the leaves, and then these leaves I brought in for you, and more of these, because you can never have too many. But I want to take a look at this right here that you brought in to show an example of what we can create, like a centerpiece that we make.
Yeah, so for this one, I used this container, this plastic container that I get at the flower market, cover it with moss, and then hot glue all these different textures, seed pods,
and
bark.
is that part of the key, is the variety of textures that you want?
Absolutely. Okay. So this here is a 2-inch little plant that I secured in there with hot glue. I put a little bit of hot glue on the pot, and then covered the pot with
No, that looks like it's a fresh one.
It's a fresh one. Yeah. So you just have to water it like maybe once a week or something like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then, but you can also use recycled containers.
Yeah, good idea.
So, for instance, a way you could cover the plastic here is to glue some moss on, and then all over, and then you can hot glue these great little cones that you brought.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be a great way.
That's one thing to do with those cones.
That is. Or you could, with cold glue, you could just cover the plastic here with these leaves, and then instead of looking at black plastic, you see this really nice botanical material. You can use a piece of a disc like this as a container. You can use plates as a container. You can use
You really just have to adjust your mindset as to what can be usable, right?
Just don't think vase.
Don't think vase. Think
just
nature. And then look at that.
Look at this beautiful piece of bark. So
that's how you see it now, as a beautiful piece of bark. Yeah, I gotcha.
So then you hot glue some moss on it, and then you glue all the materials on.
Look at that.
So I brought a bunch of seed pods. You can collect so many seed pods.
The seed pods.
In the garden, or poppies, nigella, oak tree, acorns from oak trees. So in the fall, you walk in the neighborhood, you can just gather these. This is from seed pod from beech.
Wow.
This is from my garden. It's from Oregon grape. They bloom in January, and they have these beautiful yellow flowers, and then they form these beautiful seed pods. All kinds of lichen that you can find in the neighborhood if you live in a neighborhood that has a lot of old trees. They're covered. A lot of the branches have lichen or moss on it, and after a good windstorm, you can just go walk in the neighborhood.
Walk in the neighborhood, pick up things. I love these little dried mushrooms.
So I love using mushrooms in designs, and so you can either buy them dehydrated at Asian grocery stores, or you can buy them fresh and place them on a dry paper towel, and they will dehydrate. These little guys, they'll dehydrate in about 3 to 4 days.
Wow.
These guys will dehydrate in about 10 days.
Okay.
And then you don't have to worry about them getting moldy or anything like that.
What are we working on today?
So I covered the container with moss already, because that's a little bit of time consuming.
And you said you can also get moss at like a craft store.
You can get it at the craft store. You can get it from a florist maybe.
Or just walking along the street.
Walking along the street. So what we're going to do first is I always start picking out a nice piece of a branch or a nice piece of bark, and I just kind of
like, you don't really know what you're creating until you do it, right?
I never know
it's in the moment.
I never know what it's going to look like.
Okay.
So you kind of play with it a little bit where you want to place it, and maybe another one here. And then if you want a little bit of height, you can hot glue maybe something.
Because you want
like
different
that.
heights as well as different
Yeah.
textures.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like for yours, you can maybe start with this one and then add
Oh, I see. I have one here.
that. Or you can just use this one, or you can make sure
Oh, I like that.
you know, like if you take a couple of these cones here
Mm-hmm.
and you put them under here, then it will be elevated a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah,
you know.
okay.
So you can play with
Play
it
around it.
whichever
I
way
wanted
you
to show
want.
people some of your works of art that you've done. So let's take a look. Like look at this one. Gorgeous.
Yeah, that was on a big piece of bark that
Wow.
everything was built on. And this, I used a container and then secured the bark on it and then all the botanical materials. Sometimes if I use flowers or if I use foliage that requires more water, I
Yeah.
will put them in water tubes.
Water tubes, yeah.
But
We know that from those from the florist.
but
Yeah.
like here, you know, none of these need to be hydrated, so
Okay.
they're totally fine.
So if I was to do,
Yeah, and then you can
put a number of these
do
here.
something, and you can place them first and then hot glue, or you can hot glue as you go along.
I had to
Yeah.
use the hot glue because the smell was just intoxicating. And I thought, I've got to use the hot glue now. So I'm putting these
Yeah.
guys right here.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at
So-
how fun this is. And just
So-
randomly putting
Yeah,
things.
totally random, and you can even use a little river rock if you'd like. I also brought some dried grasses that I had collected. You can use
Look at this.
wood shavings. Those are kind of a great texture. All kinds of cones. You know, little guys, bigger guys. You can group them together if they're small. You can use them individually. Yeah,
Look at this.
it's just so much
Again,
fun.
the idea is just let your mind go. Sorry, I
Yeah.
interrupted you there.
Yeah, you just. I never have a plan. It's the materials that basically dictate
Where they go.
where they go. Exactly.
Okay.
I know it sounds a little weird to
No,
say
it
that.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. And the fact that you're admitting to it makes sense. And then the textures.
So you can.
Oh, and look at the petals. I mean the pebbles.
Yeah, so you can do the pebbles.
Yeah.
And the hot glue dries so quickly, you know. So
Oh yeah,
you
I'm feeling
yeah,
it just stays right
it
there.
just,
I apologize, you're not going to be able to get those off. They're stuck. They're stuck. And look at this, another. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh yeah, and here we can use the branches on this little.
Exactly. So you can add the seed pods and
Right.
a little bit higher up there. And
Wow.
so
Look at
you
that.
can totally make it a
Look at that.
3D design
love it.
instead of a flat one.
We want to tell everyone your book again is titled Wonder of the Woodlands. Thank you so much.
You are so
So
welcome.
great to see you again.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll put the information too on our website at ka2.com. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.
Thank you.